welcome to my channel. If you clicked on my video for the very first time, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. My name is Billy Joe, and this channel is Spiritual Guidance and Tarot with Billy Joe. So I have had a lot of comments. I've had some emails sent to me about the singing bowl and people wanting me to start using the singing bowl. So you may see this quite a bit. I'm just going to probably just record this little loop here and add it to the front of all the readings so that way it can assist you. Excuse me. So before we get started with our pick a card, and of course most of you who are regular viewers of my videos know that most of my videos have to do with feelings and love and relationships. So before we get out the cards in the different piles for this particular reading, let's go ahead and clear our energy. So different ways that we can do that is you can burn sage, burn Palo Santo, a singing bowl, or even a bell. So we're going to do that now. You can also use frequency tones or binaural beats. I have some playing in the background. Of course, I always choose those that are uncopyrighted. The particular one that's playing right now is, I'll put a link down below for it. Awaken Healing Energy, Deepest Healing Music. It's 528 Hertz, Miracle Healing Frequency. So if you wanted to look the 528 Hertz up and find different frequencies that resonate with you more, then that is a lovely thing to do. So I'm just going to clear the energy. I'm going to burn my big fatty here. And it's good to sometimes cleanse your bowl as well and cleanse your tools. Keep them nice and cleansed. You can do this also with full moon energy. We just had the full moon in Aries. So I don't know any of y'all, but any other divine feminines out there, but I know that I felt the full moon energy impacted me very heavily. And many of you may have noticed I didn't do any lives this weekend, and it's because I was having to process my own emotions that were coming up, and it was really hard. So I'm sure a lot of you watching that resonate with my channel probably went through the same thing, because Aries is a force to be reckoned with, and it does bring up the deep-seated, very painful things for you to face and deal with so that you can transform. So we're burning sage. We're releasing any negative attachments, any negative energies. We're cleansing our aura, our energy field. You can use a bell. Bells are very good. They're used in all different kinds of cultures, religions, and spiritual practices. This is one I just found. I had a hard time finding a bell that resonated with my energy, that helped me feel it. So different bells have different tones. This one helps me feel like I'm being cleansed and that my cards and my tools are being cleansed. So just allow it to resonate through you. And then we have the bowl, which is my favorite. So I'm just going to pop it a few times, and each time I do, allow the vibration to resonate. Allow yourself to feel it and allow it to sink into you, so that way it can vibrate, kind of like, an earthquake knocks things loose. Allow the vibrations to knock anything that's attached to you loose, so that way it can be healed and processed. Okay, so on my countdown, 3, 2, 1. And then the last one, I'm just going to resonate with the wand here. Okay. That feels so much better. I can't even tell you. My singing bowl, I've had people email me, ask me. I got mine. You can get yours. You can get them off of Amazon or anything. I got mine from a store in the mall in Little Rock called, what is that? Well, you know what? It left me, so I guess it's not important. But you can find them all over the place. Something imports. It's not Pure One Imports. It's some other, I don't even remember. But anyways. Okay, so I'm fixing to pause the video and get started and move over to the piles. I'm going to move over to the table. And so what I'm asking you to do is to close your eyes and take several deep breaths. Take a breath in. That way you can cleanse and release any negativity, and keep your eyes closed until I tell you to open your eyes. And when I tell you to open your eyes, that's the first pile you're drawn to is your pile. And remember that when you close your eyes and you take your deep breaths, think about your breath work and release any thoughts, any fears, anything you have attached. And once you release that out your breath, when you take in your next breath, think of your person. Okay? And continue to do that until I tell you to open your eyes. Okay, so this pick a card reading is Let's Get Triggered. So, I thought I want to start this new rotation. We're on Tuesdays. We work on shadow work and triggers and healing. I know usually I've always done love pick a cards, but there's more than just, everyone gets so focused on what their person is doing instead of focusing on their own growth. So I just want to do a little bit, at least once a week, focus on ourselves, on our growth. Okay. So Tuesdays is now going to be dedicated to shadow work. Okay. And this week we're looking at our own triggers. I have 3 piles for you today. All these, what I'm using is these little bracelets. I had my granddaughter this past weekend, and she made me a bunch of these little plastic bracelets. So for pile 1, we have this multicolored one. For pile 2, we have the black and blue one. In pile 3, we have the baby blue and pink bracelet. And they're just so cute. So, anyways, we're going to look at a trigger for you. And we're going to try and look and see where this resonates, where it comes from. We're going to go deep and try and figure out where does this originate? What from your past did you bury down deep? Okay. So with that being said, do know, because it is a trigger pick a card, you most likely will be triggered. That is a very good thing. And I hope that you get triggered, because if you get triggered, guess what? You know that you have some stuff to heal. I'm okay if you want to leave a comment. I think it's great because I add your name to a raffle at the end of the month. I do draw for a free 30-minute reading. With that being said, because these are such harsh, intending to dig deep into your psyche and to help with ego death and healing, I know there's going to be some negative comments, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to delete them. I'm going to leave them. Because it shows that you have work to do. you may want to come back later and think, oh, I can't believe I actually said that. You know, and sometimes you go back and look and think, yep, that bitch had that coming. You know, it's whatever. But I'm glad you're on this journey with me today. At the end of the video, I will show which decks I used for this reading. So, if you need any information about me, of course, it is down in the description box. And, of course, if you need to reach out for me, my email's down there too. But, you know, sometimes I have a lot of info down there. So, just so you know, it's moongoddess114433@gmail.com. And you feel free to reach out to me for anything. I love, you know, there's many of my viewers who have actually become very close friends of mine. So you are welcome to reach out to me. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and let me meet you at your timestamp. Hello, those of you who chose pile option number 1 with this bracelet. So let's look and see, let's get you triggered and see if we can dig down deep and see how we can help you get healed. So you have the number 32, Sea Storm, Calm Amid Chaos. So you may be someone who's had to, you've had a lot of turbulence in your life. You've went through your share of storms, and you've pretty much learned to roll with the punches. You may sometimes often feel like you are a chameleon, that you can just kind of, you know, it's not that you fit in anywhere, because that's not what I'm looking at. That's not what I'm seeing. Because it's kind of, it's like you can adapt is what I'm trying to come up with. It's not that you fit in. It's just you're able to easily adapt because you've been through so much in your life. You've had to learn to listen to your own inner voice, you know, instead of listening to other people's opinions, and instead of listening to the shoulds and should nots and the well-meaning advice. You've learned to listen. Instead of listening to other people, you've learned to listen to yourself. And you've been through a hell of a lot of punches to get to who you are today. Okay, so let's look and see what you need to get healed. So we have blinded, intimidated, tug of war, I'm also hearing that you may be someone that in order to adapt, sometimes you just keep your mouth shut and you just kind of you may be seen by other people as naive or someone who's taken advantage of a lot. 10 of Torment, Final Cut. 4 of Torment, Washed Up. Villain of Rage, On the Edge. 8 of Decay, Abandoned Ship. Memoir. Okay. 6 Lovers, Carnal Thirst. And Imp of Sorrow, Crocodile Tears. Okay, let me see here. These cards are to try to help you heal. Let me see what I'm looking at here. So some of you, of course, we have tug of war. So this is definitely those of you who who are going to resonate with this pile, you have been in a three-party situation that was not of your choosing. This is, you know, where your significant other at some point, whether this is a past, and when I'm trying to look at past, so sometime in your past, you've had someone you cared about a lot who cheated on you, who, and in this process, they made you feel like you wasn't worthy, that you wasn't good enough, and, you know, it was all your fault. It kind of fed their ego to have two people fight for them. And in some ways, you just turned a blind eye. It's like you didn't, and I don't want to say turn a blind eye is not exactly the correct phrase, but you were blinded to the fact that all they were doing was hurting you. It's like, what I'm picking up is a situation where you feel like you love this person so much, and that if you just showed them how much you love them, then all of a sudden, they're gonna see. You know, the blind will see. But honey, no, they didn't. This person took it to the extreme of the fact that it was very emotionally abusive. I'm getting this person may have been a narcissist that you was with. You had a hard time breaking free from this person because of, it triggered this fear of abandonment and rejection within you. You was hiding this from other people. You didn't tell family or friends about it. If there was physical abuse, mental abuse, sexual abuse, some of you, it's going to be all of the above. For some of you, it's just, you know, here and there. I'm seeing possibly gaslighting. This is very heavy energy, but of course, this is a trigger, right? It got to the point you was exhausted. You felt alone. You felt like, it got you down so oppressed, so bad that you didn't even feel like your own parents, your own siblings, your own family loved you. You felt worthless. You have battled thoughts of suicide. That you also battled just wanting to disappear, just wanting to, I'm sensing someone who just wants to go to sleep and not wake up, or someone who just wants to disappear from their life, just get up and just walk out the door, and just wanting to escape in this numbness. Between wanting so bad for someone to love you, and yet on the other hand feeling like you're just this ink blot, this stain upon other people's lives. So I want you to know, first of all, I'm just going to pull these cards here to try to help with what you need for healing. But I want you to know, especially if this resonates with you, that you can always reach out to me. And there is a suicide hotline in the description box at the bottom. And if you want to email me at any time, you can. I want you to know that I love you. I genuinely love you. You are not alone, okay? You are not alone. So, and I want you to know, there are many of us who've had this experience, okay? I myself have went through something similar as this. And it's very hard. But I am not a victim. I am not. I have healed this. And I hope to help you heal this. So let's look and see what these cards have to say. So we have the Hermit, You know what? I'm going to turn these cards over because this is the past. And we're not going to focus on the past. We're not going to be a victim, okay? That's what we're not going to do. We're not going to be a victim. And I say we because I've been there myself. So we have the Hermit, the beautiful, I love turtles. They carry their home on their shell. They don't, you know, it's suited just for them. Can't nobody else get in their shell with them. Very guarded, very protected. We have Death. Tower. The Fool. Ten of Cups. Okay. I was getting worried with these first three cards. I was like, Okay, little Miss Sea Storm. So, bear with me. What I'm seeing is you're going to have to break away from what you know. From, especially since this trigger seems to be triggered by relationships, quite possibly you may find yourself being in the same circle, same type, attracting the same type of partner. So what I'm seeing here is quite possibly you may need to break away from relationships for a little bit. Get to yourself and start working on looking within and realizing that you are worthy. I mean, look, that turtle, you're this turtle, and it's going in the darkness with its shield on. He put his armor on. You're going to put your armor on, and you're going to go into this solitude with your light, with that light and spark of your heart, knowing your value and your worth. And if you don't know it, you're going to find it, because you're going in that dark place. You're going in that place where you're going to face your fears. And you're going to build the fuel of the love for yourself. You're going to close doors to all negativity. You're going to look at it and say, no, I am worthy. I'm worthy. I have a mission here. I have a purpose. There's a reason I've went through these storms my whole life. I'm here to help somebody else. I'm here to help someone. You know, I'm not going to fear the storm because I am the storm. That's what you're going to find out. That's what you need to open the door to. The Death card has to do with closing a door so you can open another one. You got to walk through a door, but you got to close the past first. You've got to heal it. You got to look at it and say, no, I am not a victim. I am not a victim. I am a warrior goddess bitch. That's what the fuck I am. And you're going to go out there. And when you emerge from this dark place, when you emerge and I mean, look, you are the storm. You're going to cut the head off the snake. You know, I don't mean literally go out and cut your ex-partner's head off. I mean, from fear and fear of being alone. Because guess what? You're going to go face that fear by being alone. Don't engage in relationships. And your ego is going to fight you on this. It's going to make you feel like you have to, you're going to feel like we have to be in a relationship. No. You're going to have to learn to be in a relationship with yourself first. When you conquer that demon, okay? When you conquer that fear, that demon of being alone, that no one ever wants you, blah, blah, blah. When you heal all that, guess what? Look at this beautiful picture here. Look. So exciting. Oh, whoa. Yes. You got this new journey waiting for you. This new journey full of love and happiness. But you've got to face your fears. You've got to be alone first. You've got to learn to love you first. Okay, baby doll? Okay? Love you first. It's going to be hard. I mean, these are some serious cards here. We have the Hermit, Death, and Tower. You've got, honey, you've got a lot to heal. And guess what? You got a soul tribe that's willing to help you. You got a soul tribe that loves you. This is the beginning. The fact that you actually clicked on this video means that you are ready to heal. The fact that you may possibly be sitting there crying right now watching this video, you are ready to heal, honey. I just want to hug you so bad. I just want to hug you and say I love you so much. You're ready. Come and join me and Brittany and be our soul tribe of warrior goddess bitches that don't take no shit because we done been through the shit. We are the shit. What are you talking about? Okay, so I hope this helps. Just know I love you. Thank you so much. And I'm always here for you, for your journey. Namaste. Hello, pile number 2. Thank you so much for joining me today. So if you chose this bracelet with the black and the blue bands on it, then this is your reading. So let's look and see what you have here. Okay, number 2, Fairy of the Divine Hand, Intoxication, Distorted View, Overindulgence. Okay. So this card talks about someone who has addictive tendencies. It doesn't mean you're addicted to, sex, drugs, or alcohol. You may have codependency, junk food, and overindulgence when it comes to shopping or gossiping. And these are ways of avoiding things in your life that you don't want to deal with. Even things, and it's not just, it may even be judging yourself too harshly or thinking negatively, about yourself too much or having negative thought patterns, and for some of you, you may actually have an addiction to alcohol or drugs or what have you. But those who's going to resonate with this power have some type of addictive behavior pattern. And there's no judgment here, okay? So let's get that out of the way right now. However, this lets me know that that there has been things in your life that's been tempting you quite a bit. You get tempted quite a bit. And those offers seem quite appealing. So, let's look and see what you need to heal. We have toxic friends, so you may have some peer pressure. Come on. Why don't you just take this little pill? Let's go party. Let's go get drunk. Toxic female. You or your significant other or someone you know or a female figure in your life may be kind of toxic. They may be a very strong temptation for you. We have mama's boy. We have couldn't breathe. And masking depression. Oh. Okay. So I'm seeing a couple of different things here. Okay, so those that's going to resonate with this pile, it looks like quite possibly you may have, again, the addictive patterns, and that is for avoidance, for things you don't want to deal with in your life. Masking depression, you know, maybe going out and over partying, and you may be attracted to the toxic, not just female, but toxic lifestyle, toxic relationships, those that, because sometimes we mistake toxicity for passion. Some of you may resonate as having mama issues, mother issues, or father issues. Take it how it resonates, and that may be why you're attracted to certain individuals and relationships. You may have had, for a lot of you, you may have had, for example, a toxic mother who smothered you, okay? You may had a toxic relationship in the past that, you know, you just felt like you couldn't be yourself, and you just kind of played around. You was a jokester, you know, always partying, all this. We have Villain of Torment, Sharp Objects, Nine of Torment, Night Terrors, and Five of Torment, Quicksand. So this lifestyle that you have chosen has led you down a path that you are drowning. You have tendencies of wanting to, you know, where you're just about to lose your temper. Because what I'm seeing is we have the masking depression, and we have the Villain Torment Sharp Objects, which are like, you know, look at this. These are two different decks created by two different people. Okay, this one was created by Rachel with Angelic Revelation 144. This one was created by Angela with Mystic Moon. Okay, so look what I'm looking at. This is like in the Batman movies, the Joker, right? Where it just kind of flips his lid. So it looks like, and that's the energy I'm picking up. Quite possibly you're about to, because you just feel, you know, you're not accepted for who you truly are. It's like you're masking who you really are, and you're about to flip your lid. You have all this anxiety, all this stress, and all this time of avoiding everything is actually starting to bear down on you to where you're about to lose your shit. Because you're suffocating, you can't breathe, and you're suffering. You are suffering so bad on the inside. I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a headache in my left temple right now. So someone watching this quite possibly may have a little tick in their left eye, or they may have like suffer those little, you know, those little, it's not really a headache, but it's just like this little sharp pains in your temple. Also, my jaw is starting to tighten up, so you may have a tendency of clenching your teeth, especially at nighttime. There's a lot of tension in my neck and my shoulders, so you have a lot of stress. So let's put these to the side, and let's look and see how we can help you with all this stress. Okay, let's look and see what needs to happen. Let's help you heal. The Hanged Man, the Star, Daughter of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Father of Wands. Okay. So you've got 3 major arcana on the board. You have the Hanged Man, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune. So things are going to look up. That's wonderful news right there. Things are looking up, but you're gonna have to cocoon yourself, break away from the people, especially it's like people who have a drug addiction, for example. I know I have a daughter who is a recovering meth addict, and she literally, you have to cut yourself away from the people that you did this with in order to be able to, or you get tempted back into that lifestyle. So you're pretty much wrapping yourself up like this bat, hanging upside down so you can see life from a different perspective. So the way you've been seeing life up until this point is kind of hazy, because it's not crystal clear, because you've seen it through your addiction. So you're going to have to, and it's a battle. Of course, anything that you get triggered from is a battle. So whatever this addiction is, and I'm not saying it's drugs, but I'm using drugs as an example. If I was talking about myself, I'd have to talk about shopping. If anyone see my life, you know that I'm overweight, so I'm a foodie. I like food. I'm a big curvy girl, honey. But mostly it's food and shopping. I love makeup. I love makeup, and I'm constantly buying new, either going to Ulta and getting makeup, or on the internet ordering more tarot decks. Those are my addictions. So if I was talking about myself, I would have to cut myself off from Amazon. It's not gonna happen for me. Actually, I've done pretty good. I haven't bought any new decks in quite a long time. I've created decks and I haven't even bought those decks. So I'm doing pretty good. I do need to order my own decks though. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So, so you pretty much need to cocoon yourself from those outside temptations so that you can see things from a new perspective. And it's I'm sorry, excuse me. You're going to have to, in this process, you're going to go into the darkness. You're going to have whatever that addictive tendency is, you're going to have, you're going to suffer as you battle your ego and you battle your addiction and you change your habit. You're going to have to change your habit. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, the best thing that's going to happen is, number one, you're going to start to see hope. Up until now, you've been drowning in despair. I mean, who doesn't want to see hope? Who doesn't want to see their hopes fulfilled? Who doesn't want to come up with innovative, beautiful, wonderful ideas to help their life? You're going to start seeing yourself in a new light. You're going to start thinking, hey, I'm not a, whatever, dropout. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not a worthless human. I'm somebody who has dreams. I think I can do this. You may decide, Daughter of Swords, you may decide you want to go back to school. You may decide that you want to go to law school. You may decide, hey, I can do that. I can be a police officer. They saved my life one time, or, whatever it is. But you're going to discover something new about yourself. And your whole world is going to change. Your whole world is going to change for the better. Everything's going to get better. And then, Father of Wands, that's like the King of Wands, the King of Fire. Guess what? That's a self-built man right there. Started from the bottom and then grew into a king. You did put the work into it. You managed to succeed where others thought you was going to fail. You're going to manage to build yourself up into something you're passionate about. But you got to cocoon yourself first. You got to go through that darkness. You got to, you got to go through the darkness so you can see that light, that inspiration light up. Okay? I hope this resonates. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed. I love you so much. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining me. If you chose this light blue and this pink bracelet, this is your reading. So let's look and see what triggers you. Let's see what's going on with you. So first card we have the number 35, Storm Angel. It says collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, energies. So those that resonate with this third pile, quite possibly you're going through a transformation or a change, possibly going through ascension. I'm seeing someone whose beliefs do not coincide with those around them. Might possibly be friends, relatives, family, co-workers. There's a collision of beliefs. There is where how you see the world and how they see the world is very different. And you're having to learn how to maintain your calm within the surgence of these different energies around you. There's like a lot, I'm seeing a lot of, it looks like electricity or lightning around her, but I'm hearing, in my head, I'm hearing the static, electricity, static. And you know how when you have static, you get cling, and like, for example, your sock. I'm seeing in my head, I'm seeing a sock stuck to a slip, like a dress slip, and you went to go to separate them. There's that crackly sound. So it's like other people are wanting to stick their beliefs onto you. Maybe you are breaking free from some programming. So let's see here. We have immature, haunted by past actions, dirty face, the two high priestess wicked ways, barren wasteland, which is an empress, for sorrow jaded. Okay. So maybe what they're trying to cling to you is this idea of who they believe you are from your past actions. And you're allowing it to happen. Because you yourself are still suffering the guilt ashamed with when you was younger. There's a lot of things in your past that you're not proud of. And it has come back to bite you in the ass. And in many ways, you feel like it has jaded your future. And nothing's going to go your way. And you are fruitless. And this stuff from your past is sticking to you like static cling. For some of you, you may feel like you are a bad seed. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but some of you feel like you may be a bad seed, that if it wasn't for you, that it's like you feel like you're a burden is what I'm hearing. You feel like you're a burden. You have a lot of low self-esteem. But let me tell you, there's Everybody has a past. Just about everybody does. Everyone has something they're not proud of. So you definitely have a lot of shadow work you need to heal. You have to learn that, we do get programmed our whole life. And we're taught we're supposed to like this about ourselves, but we're supposed to hate this about ourselves. As long as you're doing what, our ancestors, our parents, our society, our peers, our teachers, as long as we're doing everything that they say is good, then it's okay. But as long as we're doing what they say is bad, then shame on you. And you get rejected. And that's the programming. And now it's like, I sense that those that's going to resonate with this, you're trying to break out of that programming. But in the process, they're trying to stick it to you like static cling and making you feel like you're in the wrong. Honey, you got to learn to love all yourself. You're not evil. You're not bad. You're not a bad seed. Okay, let's get that clear right now. Damn it, we're going to get that clear right now. You are amazing. You are wonderful. And you have purpose, honey. So let's stop this shit right now. Okay, let's look at some healing. Okay. It's like every time you turn around, something from your past is being slapped in your face. I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry with your energy. Like, I want to turn and smack somebody for you. That's the mama in me. I'm mama everybody, though. I sure will smack somebody. I ain't even playing. So, look, we get the 4 of Swords. It looks like this angelic little lamb here, right? It's like Spirit saying, calm down, Fido. You talk about smacking somebody, calm down. We have the 8 of Swords. The Chariot. The Daughter of Wands. The 6 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups. Okay. Let's see what I got here. Okay. So, first of all, I'm being told you ain't meditating a lot enough. Got called out, didn't you? You're not doing your meditations. You really need to do meditations to open that third eye. So that way you can see higher than your situations. In your situation, you feel like you're trapped, you're stuck, you can't break free. It's like stuck like static cling. So you're going to have to do more meditations to open your third eye. And the more you meditate, the more you're going to see from a higher level. So, if you're looking into a maze and you can't see past the wall, so you got to kind of guess your way through the maze. But if you get up in an helicopter, and you're looking down into the maze, well, it's easier to see, oh, well, you go through here and you can get out, right? So that's kind of like meditation. When you open your third eye, you're going to be able to see from a higher perspective, not be down there in it, but up above so you can see down into it, okay? You're going to be able to see into the maze. So you can say, oh, well, crap. I was right there around the corner from the exit, and I was just all curled up in my cocoon pouting. No, you're going to break free. You're powerfully going to break through. That's a powerful horse right there. That Chariot. For some of you, this ain't for everybody, but for some of you, there may be a Cancer in your past. We have the Six of Cups here, who you hope to have a future with. And somehow, they're inspiring you to break free. That's just maybe for a small percentage of you. Look at my nails. They kind of look like beaks on a burp. Y'all, I'm tired. Just ignore that. Just ignore that. Okay. I'm so tired. I've been moving, y'all. Sorry. I'm exhausted. So anyway, so when you're able to... and I promise I ain't been drinking or nothing. When you're able to break free from your prison, what you feel you're in prison, but it's an illusion. You're not really stuck there. It's an illusion. You have, look, you got the Chariot. You have a way to get free. You just don't see it. You're blinded by the swords that's surrounding you. Oh no, if I try to go this way and spread my way, I'm gonna get cut. You know, no, that's an illusion. It's not really gonna happen. It looks like they're all sticking up around you, but if you look from a different perspective, they're actually laying on the ground. They ain't even up close to you. So, in order to do this, you're going to have to look and see what inspires you. You have a purpose here. As above, so below. As within, so without. Take what you're learning. You're going to have to meditate and get to a higher level. See what inspires you. You know, you're going to make your dreams come true. We have the Nine of Cups. Your dreams are going to happen. And it's going to happen quicker than you think because you got the Chariot here. And you got fire energy that's igniting it. Igniting your dreams, your passion, everything your heart desires is coming true. Everything is lining up. In the spirit realm, the higher dimensions, higher densities are coming down into this lower density plane to be activated within you and for you. But you got to do your meditations first. You got to meditate and allow, you know, the universe to send you those downloads, them cheat codes. Because yes, them downloads are cheat codes to help you get through that maze of life. So you can do it. You can do it. I really believe in you. And in fact, you're almost there. You're closer than you believe. You just got to do your work. You ain't been doing it. You ain't. You might want to leave a comment and argue with me all you want. But I'm telling you, if you resonate with this pile, you have not done your meditations. And I'm calling you out. Calling you out. It's okay. Sometimes I gotta be called out too, because sometimes I'll get so busy doing work, because I'm so busy all the time, like I don't really have any time to rest. But sometimes I'll forget to do my meditations. So sometimes I have to I have to be called out too. And usually the person that spirit or universe or whatever does is Brittany. They use Brittany to do that. She'll be like, "Have you meditated today?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." Shut up. I never tell her that, but I'm thinking that. But now she's going to know if she watches this video that I think that. I'm sure she already knows that I think that. However, we're not talking about me this time. We're talking about you, honey. We're talking about you. And it's time for you to do your meditations. So that is the message for you. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste. Okay, so real quick, if you want to see which decks I used in this reading, so the decks that I used that you can order through the Amazon link below, because I am an Amazon influencer, I used the Oracles of Shadow and Light. These were created by Lucy Cavendish. And I used the Wild Unknown Tarot. I love it. It has another box in here that holds the cards. Both these decks can be purchased through my Amazon link. And then the other decks that I use, now these cannot be purchased through the Amazon link. I do have a link down in the description box for these. This is I Just Got Spooked, Why I Ghosted. This was created by Rachel with Angelic Revelation 144. And actually, I love these cards. She created these around Halloween this year, and I was so excited when she told me that she sent them to me. I get really excited. She's always creating these amazing decks. Y'all check her out. I've got the link down in the description box. And then the final deck that I used for these triggers was the Dark Night of the Soul Tarot, created by Mystic Moon Oracles, Angela with Mystic Moon. And again, this is another amazing deck as well. She creates a lot of amazing decks too. Most of you have heard of Angela with Mystic Moon. So thank you so much for watching. Y'all be very blessed. Namaste.